So today we're doing this David Letterman style 3, 2, 1, and we're talking about building a successful business when you're busy. And what's so interesting about this is I get a lot of people come to me and they say, Coach, like, what do I need to do in order to build my business? But I'm super busy. You know, I'm in the military. I got 5 kids. I got 3 jobs. I got health issues. I got a bunch of different things. And if you're one of those people that you know you have a passion to help people, but you just feel like you're too busy, pay close attention to this video because I'm going to talk to you about what you can do in order to start getting things done, live your God-given purpose, and have a successful business, right? You don't have to sacrifice and feel like, oh, I just can't do it, or I got to wait till a better time, because we know that never comes. I was talking to a lady recently, and she was literally waiting 15 years, still trying to make her first $5,000 a month because she just didn't know what to do. And it was like, I'm busy. I got this going on, that going on, but she's been struggling for 15 years. So if you don't want that to be you, pay attention to this video. So we're gonna jump straight in. One of the biggest mindset shifts that I had when it comes to building my business, building my business while busy, was figuring out a way to create time. That's not even on here yet, but I want you to create time. And I say that because if you don't have the mentality that you can even do it, it won't happen. You know, this was during a time when I've been in the game, you know, so far up until this point, like 7 years. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 10 years. And I realized that after college, I had a lot of people who weren't getting into their career. So when I first stepped into the game as a coach, and I'm like, all right, here I am. I was doing everything from, you know, working a full-time job. My wife is in law school, you know, in organizations. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it was busy time for me, but I had a passion to do this coaching thing. So I realized, I said, I got to find a way to create time. All right, so that's what we're talking about today. So I'm gonna give you 3 strategies on what you can do to create more time. First thing is this: you got to have a proven strategy. Now, proven strategy meaning that if you are busy, you do not have time to waste. That means that there's a lot of things that you're not doing probably effectively, and it's going to take way longer for you to accomplish your goal. If you're busy, you need to be locked in, because the available time that you do have, that needs to be locked in on doing the right activities, regardless of what your business is. If I'm working with coaches, I'm like, listen, you need to be doing A, B, C, D. And if you're doing anything outside of these initially, then you're going to wander around like I did for the first 2 years and not get any clients and not make any impact. And I'm going to share with you why this is so important, right? So like just say this is me, and let's say this is you. The difference is when you don't have a proven strategy in terms of what to do, and you feel like you're too busy. So this is going to be a mixture between strategy and I'm too busy. So like, let's just say our closing percentages are the same, meaning that on average, let's say last week I spoke to, let's say 20 people. Let's say both of us have the same closing percentage, that we both speak to 20 people, right? Me and you, we speak to 20 people. So I'm going to tell you what the difference is when you feel like you don't have time and if you don't have a proven strategy. We both speak to 20 people. Now, in order for me to speak to 20 people, I can do that in 1 week. You know, I'm full-time doing this. I'm working with people. And let's just say on an average week, I speak to 20 people, right? I usually speak to more than that, but let's just for easy math. Now, because you're so busy, how long does it take you to speak to 20 people? It takes you, let's just say, if I looked at your calendar last week, how many people did you speak to that could have potentially bought from you? I'm going to tell you this. On average, most people say 1 to 2. So for you to speak to 20 people, look how long it's going to take you. 20 weeks. Look at your calendar from last week. How many people did you speak to? You look at mine, you might see 20 to 30 people. If I looked at yours, how many am I going to see, right? On a consistent basis, right? So it'll take you 20 weeks, meaning that you're so busy that you can't speak to the audience that you want to help, and it's going to take you 20 weeks. And then guess what? If you're doing the wrong strategy, look how long it's going to take you now. Because I got a proven strategy, I can get 20 weeks, I can get a client in 1 week, minimum, right? Because it took you so long just to speak to those people, it might actually take you another 20 weeks. It might actually take you another 20 weeks to speak. So it's almost taking you a year just to potentially get one client, because not only is it taking you a long time to speak to people, but it's taking you a long time to actually, because you're doing trial and error. Trial and error is always going to take longer than having a proven strategy. So the first thing is, if you got to get a coach, or if you got to take a course, or if you got to find somebody who got a proven strategy, you better find what that proven strategy is, because not only are you busy, so it's going to take you longer to actually book appointments, but it's actually because you don't have a proven strategy, it's going to take you actually long to get the result that you want to get. Make sense? So find a proven strategy. Don't be out here guessing. You don't have time to guess. So that's a losing strategy if you're out here guessing and trying to do things through trial and error. So the first thing is get with a coach, get with a mentor, get somebody who can give you a proven strategy. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, this is two. Oh, that's actually number three. We're doing a David Letterman style. So number two is what we call auto magic. Coach, what do you mean auto magic? Auto magic is really leveraging other people. So this is good for like virtual assistants. And this could be any other role you want it to be. I can list 10,000 roles right now. It doesn't matter. But your goal is to find other people that can help you. If you're busy, that means you physically are unable to do it at this moment, right? Outside of, you can take things off your plate. But if you had to keep everything on your plate, leverage other people. Hire virtual assistants. Hire somebody for customer service. Do it for free. My cousin worked for me for free for 2 years. But you got to get other hands and other people involved, whether it's on a full-time basis, if it's on a part-time basis, if it's on an hourly basis, if it's on a volunteer basis, if it's on a internship basis, whatever you need to do, you got to get people in. And then let's say if you are looking at hiring your first person because you don't have anybody yet, I would say get somebody like a virtual assistant. And what you really want them to be is the jack of all trades. That's really what you want them to be, the jack of all trades. Now, jack of all trades get a bad rap. It does get a bad rap. But when you first started, think about it. You are the jack of all trades. You do everything from customer service to fulfillment to sales to social media. You're doing emails, admin. You're doing everything. You just need to duplicate yourself, just like you need to duplicate yourself just so you can get more things done. Make sense? So that is the goal for what you want to do there. But I don't care what it is. It might be a videographer for you, might be whoever. But leverage other people. So if I'm sitting down, how can I do that if I'm busy? And by the way, this is personal. Hire people, personal and professional. Meaning, getting other hands could mean, if you're busy, getting other hands could mean I'm going to get a housekeeper, right? It could mean I'm going to get a babysitter. Or it could mean I'm going to hire a virtual assistant. Sales. So it doesn't matter if it's personal or professional. You just need the time. That's what you need. You need the time. You need somebody who's going to either cover something else that you're doing so you can step more into your business, or you need to hire somebody to come in through the business and actually do some kind of work functions for you. Cool? All right. So that's the second. That's number two. Cool. And in terms of order of importance, I mean, all of these are important. So I'm not saying any one of these are more important. I'm just listing them out. But that's the idea. And then number one is automation. So your goal is automation. So how could you leverage technology in order to get things done? This is good for repetitive task. Any tasks that are done over and over and over again is good for automation. Automation is leveraging, let's say, like, I'll give you an example. So an example might be like emails, right? So there's certain CRMs out there that you can use and they'll automate emails for you. For example, anytime I get a new client and they're going to get onboarded, well, I know for a fact that everybody's going to get a certain set of emails. Let's say if it's 5 emails. Well, what I used to do was I used to say, all right, I got a new person in. Cool, I'm happy. All right, Let me send them this email. Okay, they need an email to join a Facebook group. They need the welcome email. Oh, wait, shoot. Let me send this person a welcome email. Okay, this person needs access to be able to log in with their credentials. And I used to send everybody personal emails when, in fact, every single person that comes into my coaching program needs to get the same set of emails. So if it's a repetitive task, why would I spend my time and resources to send everybody the same thing and keep copying and pasting when I can just set it up on automation, and as soon as they sign up, everything gets done, right? And you can literally do this for anything that has like a repeat task. Another one, a lot of people, you might look at like social media. Why not do your posts? Why not do your post one time? Meaning, let's say I set aside 90 minutes to do X amount of posts for Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is. And then why don't I leverage some kind of technology that does the auto post? Facebook, they allow you to schedule posts. Well, why don't I schedule posts, right? I can create all my content at one time, and then I can just schedule it. Automation. So remember, automation is leveraging technology. And it's great for repeat task. So you don't have to go in and automatically do it. I use the same thing like if I book an appointment. I used to send out reminders to people, 3-4 reminders. Oh man, I missed it. Oh wait, I was supposed to send this person a reminder an hour ago. Right. And that used to be me. But it wasn't until I leveraged automation that now 24 hours, an hour, 15 minutes. Now, boom, boom. Boom, everybody gets the same communication, emails and text messages right before we meet. Make sense? So these are the top 3 things you should be doing if you're busy. And if you leverage these things, I promise you'll get time back and you'll build the business in the way that you want to build it.